Well, inclement weather and all, several churches yesterday staged outdoor services. This having been given the green light to reopen under strict social distancing protocols and conditions to help reduce the spread of COVID-19. Apostle Henry Higgins, who heads Creative Christian Arts International Ministry, says he's in agreement with the new protocols.
This is our first service this morning. Once the government had given us the release, we have been in pre-preparation for different scenarios. So this is one of the reasons why we were able to execute. And a matter of fact, this is what God told me to do. So therefore, we're here. This is the first service. I think the turnout was extremely good. This is the time for the church to let the voice be heard. Even in our community, sometimes churches don't go in their community. We are one of the churches that in this particular community, they know us. We're always door to door.
Corona came to teach us something. We all believe it happened for a reason. We don't know that reason. But what we do know is that things are never going to go ahead and be the same again.
I think, well, the start of the Bible says, do not neglect the assembly of the saints. And what he's doing now is something good. And it's reaching a lot of people, as you can see in the parking lot.
Others held a first service after several weeks of closure.
I believe it's an indication of where the church started and it needs to get back to. Growing up as a little boy in Church of God of Prophecy, we were always used to street meetings and outdoor services. And it seems that we've lost that. I always say, I think because of the prayer and the word that was used on the street back in those days, that helped to keep our crime situation down. It helped to keep our people seen because there was always a word going on. And I believe God is trying to get us back to basics.
Well, even though some churches reopened across the country, others opted to continue with virtual services. Bahamas Faith Ministries International was one of them. For instance, Senior Pastor Dave Burrows, in a virtual address, said the church will move with a phased reopening to services.
Phase 2, which begins next week, is our drive-in service. So you'll be able to drive into the church. A limited amount of persons will be in the church, and then the service will be broadcast. We're going to have an LED wall. We're going to have some special sound system, a number of things. So this is going to be our first drive-in service. Now, I know many of you want to meet at church, you want a regular service, but we know that the government doesn't allow that right now. Their protocol says that we can have a limited amount of persons in church, and then we now can have drive-in. So drive-in is the new phase.
Burrows also explains what plans the church has in place.
As soon as the government allows, then we will have a limited capacity service, which would be about 25%. But that's a few weeks down the road. So we begin with this phase, and it's exciting because, this situation has forced us to be creative, to adapt to the situation. And you remember that in all things we are overcomers. So we can't allow any situation to master us. We take dominion over situations. So in this case, what we've done is we have made a decision that we're going to use our creativity and we're going to use the innovative tools that we have to bring you the best experience. Initially, we were just streaming live, but now we're moving in phases. So this is an exciting time.